The creation, our mind, our body, all these things are solidified form of vibrations. The entire world is nothing but a manifestation of one or the other vibration. Today, I'm going to guide you through a very beautiful practice called Nadayoga. We have so much of sounds around us. All through our life, we get lost in this pursuit of what is around us. We forget to connect what is truly inside us. The best example for this is we use music as a medium in order for us to move away from our pain, suffering, and ultimately the reality of what we truly are on the inside. But imagine if we knew how it was to connect to our own music. All of us vibrate in one or the other frequency, right? All of us would have experienced this at one point of time in our life or another. If we knew how to connect to this vibration within us, imagine how peaceful and quiet we would have been. We would stop seeking approvals. We would stop seeking for help. We would turn inside and let the answers answer for all the questions that we have within us. Today's practice of Nadayoga is aimed at the same value most of the time. If you're comfortable in a seated position, be in a seated cross-legged position like however I am right now. If you're uncomfortable, you can't sit for like 20-30 minutes doing the practice. Just lie down flat on the mat. Try to keep a book next to you whenever you do any sort of meditation practice, because in the state of silence, one or the other thoughts in the form of emotions start to come out. Write it down. That's why whenever I teach, I have one book right next to me, because these words, when you put it in the form of writing, starts to turn into reality. This is something that I've been practicing for years together, decades together for that matter. So let's get started on this journey of Nadayoga. It's a very short, sweet practice. I hope you find what you're looking for and truly connect to the silence within. Let's get started. Clasp your fingers with the tip of the thumb touching one another. If you're in a seated position, place the palms in front of the pelvis. Keep the back straight and relax the shoulders. If you can't sit in a comfortable position at all, just lie down flat wherever you are. Keep the mind alert. That is all I ask. Sit comfortably. Eyes closed. Slow down the breath. Let the lips be gently closed. Let the eyelids be gently closed. Relax all the facial muscles. Slow down the breath. For the next few minutes, keep your mind alert, not active. Listen and let the magic happen. Nadayoga is a method of penetrating the deeper layers of the mind, utilizing sound as a medium. This science of yoga believes in or considers sound as the basis for the manifestation of the universe. The practice that you're about to embark on helps you understand the creation around you with sound as the foundation. For the practice that you're about to embark on, keep in mind that everything around you is nothing but an interplay of energy, vibrations. Everything around you is nothing but one other form of vibration. Our entire body and the mind are nothing but solidification of the sound. Mentally prepare yourself for the practice that you're about to embark on. Make sure your surroundings are quiet. This helps you to make sure the external sounds aren't interfering with your internal sounds. You have enough noise, you have enough vibrations and sounds happening inside you. Why fight with the outside sounds when there's a war raging inside you? So just make sure your surroundings are quiet. Mentally prepare yourself for the practice. For the next 20 to 25 minutes, mentally prepare yourself for the journey that you're embarking on. Here's another reminder. If you're not comfortable in a seated position, feel free to lie down on your back. Just make sure you keep your mind alert. If you're in a seated position, keep the back and the head straight. Relax the whole body. Slow, soft, deep inhalation and exhalation. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly breathe out. Once again, take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly breathe out. Once again, take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly breathe out. Make sure the lips are closed. Do not press your lips way too hard. Let the lips be gently closed. Just start our practice on the path of Nadayoga to connect to our inner vibrations of the chanting. Take a deep breath in. We're going to make the humming sound, the Merkara. Try to feel the vibrations throughout your whole head. Take a deep breath in. Observe the vibrations of chanting. Observe the vibrations of the chanting in different parts of the head. Observe the vibrations of chanting in the chest. Observe the vibrations of the chanting at the back of the head. The humming vibrations, the humming sound that you just did is what we call as Brahmari Pranayama. You take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation, you make a humming bee sound. This sound represents a pure state of consciousness, which is called as Sushupti, a dreamless, empty state of consciousness, empty state of mind, where all that exists is silence. If there is too much of noise inside you, if there is too much of noise around you, if there is too much of noise in your head, using this sound of the humming bee is the easiest way for you to silence the mind. Now that you have repeated the humming bee sound, you made the humming sound, the Brahmari Pranayama, let us try to hear some subtle sound manifestation. Observe the sounds around you. Observe all the sounds that are there around you. It may be an inside sound or the ones around you, whatever it may be. After you silence the mind for the last 8 to 10 minutes by chanting Brahmari, you will find that one sound becomes clearer and you feel this intensity and purity in that sound. Now listen to this carefully. Listen to that one sound that you hear very clearly and feel its purity, feel its intensity. You have to be a bit sensitive to find that one sound that you can hear. You will also start to notice that there's another sound in the background which seems to be predominant. Just observe it if there is any. It may be very faint, but it is perceivable. If you're hearing a sound, or once you catch hold of a sound and you start to observe it for some time, in the background of it, you'll start to hear another sound which seems to be more predominant than the one that you're hearing right now. Catch hold of it. Now observe this new sound emerging from behind. Try to maintain a constant state of awareness of this present sound. Once you start to maintain a constant state of awareness on this present sound, once your sensitivity towards hearing starts to grow, you will be able to hear another sound in the background. Become aware of that. Move your awareness to that new sound and let this new sound occupy your whole attention. Observe that sound. Try to maintain a constant state of awareness of this present sound that you have currently become aware of. This is how you move, you transcend, you silence the mind by moving your awareness from the most prominent sound to the most subtle sound. In the beginning of the practice, you would have heard the sounds that are only loud enough to be heard. As you start to silence the mind, as you start to calm down the mind, as your awareness enhances, as you become more aware of your surroundings, you start to move from everything that is loud to everything that is subtle. Slowly your awareness starts to move towards the subtler sounds. It is very easy to dwell. It is very easy to get into the depths of the mind. It is very easy to silence the mind if you have moved away from all the disturbing sounds around you towards the sound of the breath. See if you can become aware of the sound of the breathing process. When you breathe in, when the air touches the inner walls of the nostril, you can hear a sound. And when the breath leaves the inner wall of the nostril, you can hear a sound. See if you can become aware of that. Slow, soft, deep inhalation and exhalation. And try to become of the vibrations. Try to become aware of the subtle sound of the breath. Slow, soft, deep inhalation and exhalation. Become aware of the sound of the breath. Once you start to observe the sound of the breath, naturally, within a span of a few minutes, the mind starts to turn inwards. You start to move towards silencing the mind. You start to experience silence. You will start to disconnect from all the external disturbances. Become aware of that. Slow, soft, deep inhalation and exhalation. Observe, connect, and become one with the sound of the breath. Observe the calmness and the quietness. Observe the silence all around you. This is a powerful yet very simple method of revealing the experiences of your innermost being, who you truly are on the inside, what are the sounds that you experience on the inside. All of these things will be revealed by time, and the only thing that you have to do is slowly start moving towards silence. Silence is the easiest way to understand yourself, to connect to yourself. Silence is the only way to know who you truly are on the inside. Silence is the key in revealing what your true inner nature is. It is in silence you experience the true happiness of who you are. It is in silence you truly connect to who you are. It is in silence you find your path. It is in silence you find your people. It is in silence alone you can truly discover yourself. Silence every day is indeed what every individual craves for. Silence in its purest form is what you have reached right now. Become aware of it. Become aware of the silence at the body level. Become aware of the silence at the mind. There's an aura of calmness and quietness around you. Become aware of that. Slowly start to come out of the spirit of practice. Slowly start to come out of the spirit of meditation. Become aware of your surroundings. Become aware of the four walls around you. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Slowly start to come out of the spirit of meditation. Gently move your toes, move your fingers. If you are in the lying down position, turn to your right side and sit up. If you are in the seated position, just very gently move your toes and the fingers. Become aware of all the body parts that are in contact with the floor. Become aware of where you are. Gently rub your palms one against each other. Feel the warmth on the facial muscles and slowly open your eyes. That was the practice of Nadayoga, connecting to the sound that which vibrates within you. As I said at the beginning, all of us vibrate in a particular frequency, and if all our actions if all our work, if all our thinking process is in tune with the vibrations of what happens here, the conflicts reduces over a span of time. Since this disconnection is there most of the times between who we truly are on the inside, what we show to the world as to who we are, and what we show to our family members, friends and family as to who we are and who we actually intend to be. Since all these things are falsified and they become an impersonation of something else, confusion and chaos is where we reach. So practice this every now and then, twice, thrice a week, if this resonates with you. I hope you're feeling the calmness and quietness that I'm feeling right now. Being dipped in an ocean of silence is what the experience of meditation does to you. Rise, shine and evolve. Namaskara.